All right, our first moments with the American classic, The Great Gatsby. Now, what makes this the great super classic American novel? Part of the reason is because it is. And once something takes on an iconic status like The Great Gatsby, you just have to know it. Television shows, Seinfeld, even more modern sitcoms make reference to The Great Gatsby. About every 15 years, someone makes it in to a major motion picture. It's been made into an opera. It had one good song. And I'll tell you a little bit later about the most successful production of The Great Gatsby, something very, very unusual. But it's good to see all of you. I hope you're doing well out there. Let's dig right into the characters. That's what we're going to focus on in this set of videos. So I'm going to highlight all the very fine people who did what they were supposed to do and post on the discussion board. Nick Carraway. And one of the superstars of this class, Zach. Hello, Zach. How are you? Zach wrote about Nick. I feel like he was partially at fault for all that went wrong in this story. If he had not gotten involved, he could have prevented from Gatsby from trying to hook up with Daisy. Heck, more than that, he set them up, right? He reunited them at his house. So Nick in this story really is the center of everything, even though he's really kind of a little bit of a spineless character who just tags along. He really is the catalyst for all of this. However, he is the one character who is dynamic. He goes through a change in the story. So good, Zach. It is all Nick's fault. Shane checks in, another superstar poster in class. I think Nick was trying to do the best he could. That can also be true. He could be doing his best, but still screw everything up. In all honesty, he may not have made the best decisions, but hey, don't we all do some stupid things and make wrong decisions once in a while? Very forgiving of you, Shane. I like that. And I think at the end of it all, at the end of the story, Nick is disgusted with all these rich people. So let's hit the pause button here. Nick's a Midwesterner. Every character in the story is from the Midwest, from Louisville, Kentucky, north up to Minnesota. They're all from that corridor. Chicago's in there as well. They all move east. Nick comes east to make money, to join the elite rich. And it turns out everybody he meets is corrupt and not good people. Angela, I feel that Nick was a man who had choice issues and wanted to think like his father. He made some bad choices, but he was a good guy. I agree, he was a good guy. He wanted to be like his father. The opening line of the book, I know it by heart. In my younger, more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like judging someone, remember, not everyone has been born with the advantages you've had. But since Nick grows up, he's the main character of the book. Nick grows up throughout the book. At the end, he does judge them. They're no good. Gatsby's okay, and Nick goes back to the Midwest. Heather. Nick all around seems like a good guy. He seems composed. Everyone tells him their secrets. He is one of those guys, I think, because he does try to be non-judgmental, that people do share their secrets. How he knows so much and manages not to say anything to anyone is how he shows his loyalty. He is very loyal to Gatsby. He's very loyal to most everybody in the book. Although I wonder if things would have been turned out different if he did tell. Ronan. Thank you, Ronan. Very good. Excellent answer, Ronan. I feel like Nick does his best. Seems to be a theme here. He may not make the right decisions all the time, but I think his intentions are good. He's approachable. People trust him. Considering everyone likes to tell him their secrets, he's been through a lot. He went to war. Good point. He went to Yale. That's nice. He has a lot of wisdom, not just from books, from experience. And I do think he grows wiser in this book. And Jake, our last check-in. Jake, good job. Nick caused all the problems that happened. If he'd not shown up, Jay would not try to get with Daisy. Well, Jake, you're right. He does cause a lot of problems. However, Jay was trying to get with Daisy long before Nick showed up. Maybe he would have failed without Nick, but Jay Gatsby's trying to get with Daisy for 5 years, ever since the day he met her. So we will loop back. to that. So good job on the Nick discussion board. Let's see, let's switch over to, we might as well move on to Jay Gatsby. Once again, Zach checked in first. We'll start at the bottom here with Jake. I respect how Jay got his fortune, but at the same time, using it to get Daisy was a waste that cost him his life in the end. Jake, I couldn't agree with you more on that one. The thing you have to get, everyone, Jay got his fortune just to get Daisy. Gatsby does a lot of bad things. He's a criminal. He's probably had people murdered. He's running alcohol. Remember, alcohol was illegal in the United States for about 12 years during the 1920s. People drank like crazy. Alcohol was illegal. Gatsby made money selling illegal alcohol. He does it to get Daisy, and it does cost him his life in the end. But Jake, I'm glad you respect that he got his fortune through criminal activity. Ronan, Gatsby's quite impressive. He went all the way from the bottom to the top. Yes, Gatsby worked hard. This story, I'll just tell you here a little closer. This is a dark story, people. Gatsby's trying to fulfill the American dream. Ronan is celebrating that. Good job. He rises up. What happens to him at the end? He's shot dead in his swimming pool. The message of the story, you can get all the money you want. He has to do it illegally. You're still not going to get the girl, and you're going to wind up shot dead in your swimming pool. This book is saying the American dream is a bunch of baloney. Sorry, I don't believe that, and you shouldn't either. But one of the themes of this book, the American dream, is a myth, and you cannot rise up from being dirt poor like Gatsby and have it all. You're going to wind up shot dead in your swimming pool. Sorry to have to tell you that. Heather, it's Gatsby. It's like Gatsby is the town celebrity. Oh, telephone. I better check that.